They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. And an alley to run. 20. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
21.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Danny Shelton. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with White. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Now Brady. And now he'll tuck it and run. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He completes it to Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
21. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
On second down, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the veteran guard, Alex Boone. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Stafford now on second down. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Brady now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He's going to air it out deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Back to throw, Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Big 20, big 20. Hey, 22.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On first down, it's Stafford. There he goes left side. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing one deep for Riddick. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Stafford now to throw. Steps away, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
No, 66.
On first down, Brady on the move to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
29. Alpha. Go.
Brady will try again on second down. Dancing to his left. Going back to Macklin. This time he's got him. Complete. And he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And a dump off to White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Hey, Alabama. Wait.
Throwing on first down is Brady. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A first run from the backup, Abdullah. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now out come the Patriots. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They begin the drive looking around. It's White. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
Check.
Go. Wide.
The final shot before half for Brady. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Out to his left, and that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Ends up a nice second down for him.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, check 50 left.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, I need one. 32. Hey, red.
On first down, Stafford here. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, it's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stafford looks to throw again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Christian Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back now at Ford Field. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Michel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
21. 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, tag 50 left. Hey, hot.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Michel. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Brady rolling to his right. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on third down, Stafford escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Keep 15.
On first down, it's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, it's White, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So out now come the Lions. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready. Zero.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Complete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the